So, my husband, before we were together, obviously, he dated someone for like 4 to 5 years. I've never met her, whatever. You know, you always think like, oh no, I can't stand your exes, whatever. But it's just a thing that everybody does. But I've never met her. So she could be really cool, sweet, whatever. But obviously, she was around for like 4 to 5 years, really close to the family. They still post pictures of her on her birthday on Facebook and say happy birthday. They never did that for me, but you know, good for you. So my sister-in-law, she was pregnant, she was having a baby shower, and she was very close to that ex-girlfriend. Like, they were best friends for all that time. And she invited her. And I was already like, about going anyway, because I wasn't super close with my sister-in-law. My husband had 6 siblings, so it's not like I was super close with all of them. So I was already like, And then I found out that the ex was coming, and I was like, okay, this is about to be very uncomfortable for me. I told my husband, I said, this is a very uncomfortable situation for me. I don't want to not go and look petty, like, oh, if she's going, then I'm not going. And so he suggested, hey, why don't you just go? You're there for like 20, 30 minutes. Then I'll call you and say, hey, like, I need you, and then we can go on a date and make a day of it, whatever, and then you don't have to be stuck around everybody. And I was like, that is perfect. Let's do that. And I had initially talked to my mother-in-law too, being like, you understand that this is a very like awkward situation for me. And she was like, oh yeah, like this, it's not gonna be a problem, I promise. Like, we're not gonna let it be awkward, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Obviously, it's the day of the baby shower. I go, she is there, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-laws are there. It's fine, you know, everything is fine. It's a little awkward, but whatever. I'm trying to just like move past it. My sister-in-law goes to open her presents, so everybody takes a seat. So I think, oh, my mother and sister-in-laws are over there. I will sit by them, because those are the people that I know. Take a seat. My mother-in-law turns to me and goes, I'm sorry, this seat is for her. Okay. So I didn't have a seat, because they saved a seat for my husband's ex-girlfriend, but not for me. So I had to stand and watch. So I call my husband. I'm fuming. I'm like, this is what just happened. I need you to come get me. This is completely ridiculous. He tells me, actually, we're not going to be able to do that today because I am on my way up to my friend's house in the city. So I'm like an hour away, and I also have the only house key, so you're kind of stuck there. You can't go home. Yeah. So that was fun. So I'm stuck at this baby shower. Can't even go home afterwards because my husband took the only house key and he lost the other one, so that's why we only have one. And then later on, he's like, why are you so mad at me? Like, I was going to my friend's house. And I was like, do you not remember that you're supposed to save me from this very awkward interaction? And he's like, it's fine. Like, get over it.
I mean, first things first, let's just agree to disagree. I think the mother, the sister, and everybody in that family needs to get thrown out, period. I mean, the fact that there was no boundary set by the husband, the sister-in-law, or the mother-in-law, I mean, why is the ex still around? Out of respect for their present daughter-in-law. Like, seriously, her. Why is she going through this? The fact that she vocalized her problem of her uncomfortability, and then you guys coming up with a game plan to help her, which still, I totally disagree that the fact that you even had to accommodate to circus people is unbelievable to me. The fact that you had to make sense of this is just beyond me. But still, the fact that you came up with a game plan and he still didn't deliver, rather he made an excuse that I had to go to my friends, that's just crazy. And now that I think about it, why were you not at your own sister's baby shower? I mean, that's crazy. So not only did he leave her there by herself to literally have to deal with embarrassment, honestly, I feel like he was there to literally humiliate her. I mean, let's be real here. Your husband has no respect for you whatsoever. What is your guys' thoughts about this? Like, seriously.